Share even when it don't make sense. Hi everybody, my name is Elmira. I help you turn your breakup into a breakthrough. And I'm always sharing stories of breakthrough, how we've overcome. So, okay, share even when it don't make sense. This is what's been going on for me. I've been called to share certain things, and what's so what's so wow about it is it's been sparking conversations. So the other day, I was watching this mental health video from 19 Keys. If you don't know 19 Keys, look him up. High level conversation. And he had this mental health therapist on there. And the title was, Is Therapy a Cult? She was challenging some of the beliefs and she was speaking on therapy and the current state of the industry and the past state of the industry and all of these things. So I posted a thing in my stories just asking people, like, what do you think? What do you think of this interview? Did you see the interview? And it sparked a couple of conversations, one with a colleague and friend in the UK, one with this new lady who happens to be a mental health therapist for 20 years. And she was speaking about how that interview and what the lady spoke in the interview with 19 Keys is dangerous because she's saying, I don't want the public, the audience, to get the impression that therapy is unnecessary, particularly for Black folk. And I'm like, yeah, I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean. And the reason I'm even sharing this is because sometimes we are called to post something, to host something, to put on an event, and it may seem like, oh, I don't want to do that, it's too risky, it's too scary, it's going to ruin my brand, it's going to shake things up, it's going to challenge the system, it's going to be too bold, it's going to make me lose money. Hey, business owners, you may think, oh, I'm going to lose customers, but the reality is you're going to gain something more, because to me, spiritual development, mental development, growth, expansion, having these new conversations like I did this week, and I'm sure that's what 19 Keys is doing with these types of high level conversations. Not only him, everybody else out here too, because we live in a day and age where it's like podcast nation. Everybody wants to talk. Everybody has a voice. And I'm not against that one bit. You should have a voice. You should speak. You should make a stance. You should be bold. You should, who is that? Hey, Cedric, what's up? You should speak your mind. So the message is share, because there's going to be a moment where you're wondering, should I share that? Should I post that? Is this too risky? Are people going to think I'm crazy? It could be anything. I have learned in my life, do it. Because when you are bold, when you are dangerous, when you are off the cuff, those are the moments when you make change, when you make more money, when you create more love, when you make people think, when you make people reflect. I can think of another instance. There's a trainer, and if y'all don't know him, there's a trainer in hey Robin, there's a trainer in Nashville, Ambrose, and he posted a message yesterday or the other day speaking about how physical fitness is not just physical fitness. It is building mental resilience for when you have a person die in your family, or you have a challenging moment in your life, or you hate the damn president. I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we've come to see physical fitness, and he could have not shared that message and held back and just said, I'm going to teach y'all how to do these glutes or this lat press and da 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 da. But no, he shared his heart. And that's what I'm on here encouraging you to do. Share even when it feels challenging, or even when you feel that tinkling in your belly that says, this is going to piss somebody off. This is going to trigger somebody, or this might trigger somebody. That's the message you need to share. Let me say that again because I'm speaking to myself as well. The message you need to share is the one you think might challenge the thought, challenge the system, challenge the status quo. It might make you feel scared. It might make you feel afraid. It's not safe. It's not the safe topic. I'm going to tell you, the other week on the Heart to Heart show, I had a lady and she wanted to come on. A white lady from South Africa wanted to come on and speak on racism and work abuse and all of this stuff. And I could have easily said, oh no, we're not going to talk about race because it's too, people don't like to talk about race, politics, money, all this stuff. I don't care. I want to talk about it all. And it did shake me up a bit because I'm like, we're actually going to have this conversation. But I'll tell you the way I approach it, and this may give you some clues, some wisdom too. I always approach conversations with the curiosity of a child. I never judge. I say, okay, what is going on here? How can we break this down? What is this person's story? What are they truly sharing? It's just not, oh, they're bashing somebody else, or they're on the gays, or whatever it is. We have so many challenging topics that we avoid because we may offend somebody. Do not be afraid to share because you might offend somebody. That's the stupidest thing, because if God gave you the message, if you were designed to lead that message and it's part of your vision, why shouldn't you speak it? You need to speak it. It's necessary. And going back to what happened the other day with the mental health thing and 19 keys, I'm glad I shared that. And I'm going to be sharing more of that because what I'm seeing is part of my mission. Because what I'm noticing, when I share these things, people are willing to talk. People are willing to it's so funny because I'm a safe space. It's like, I don't know, when you realize and recognize what your mission is, what your vision is, and these natural gifts, they just come naturally to you. Has anybody else ever been there? Like, you recognize your natural gifts and you're like, how did that even come about? How did this conversation even happen? How did I land this client? How did I get here? How did this happen, God? Like, you're because it's where you're supposed to be. But it all starts with you sharing. It all starts with you being vulnerable. It all starts with you being willing to speak something you may be a little afraid to say, or that is challenging the status quo, or that may be a bit dangerous. Be dangerous. It's leading me back to that song by Michael Jackson. Dangerous. Girl, it's so dangerous. Yeah, be a bit dangerous. I'm thinking about a coach I had, a business coach, Mark. He would always say, be polarizing. We have to. We have to be polarizing. You got to state your claim. Share what actually happened for you. Share what your truth is. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Share your truth, okay? Even when it may seem a little dangerous or people may not agree with you. I don't care. I know how to find agreement and disagreement in the same mode, and you should too. All right, everybody. It is Elmira. I help you turn your breakup into a breakthrough. Just wanted to share this piece of wisdom for the day. And I will let you know we got Heart to Heart coming up later. And it won't be on Instagram. It'll actually be on Facebook today. We had a technical issue with the guest, so I had to move it to this platform. Until next time, and remember, the message here is share. Even when you feel challenged, even when you're like, I don't even know, should I share that? That's when you should share. That's when you should post. That's when you should open up. because somebody needs you. Somebody needs you. Somebody needs you. Okay. Peace, everyone.